Shalom, call Laimla, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who are going to teach well over the hopeful elect. And peace and salutations, alright, to the house of David, the 1/3, part of the hopeful elect that's pushing this truth with all truth and sincerity. Now, this is just going to be about current topics of this collapse of civilization. You see, in Syria and Turkey, they experienced an earthquake. Who, through speculation, we believe Esau, with his left hand blessing of the sword, caused the earthquake to happen. Because I believe it was like a week or two ago, like very recent, where Turkey denied, what was it, Finland and Sweden or something like that, or Poland, one of those Edomite countries next to Russia, denied them from joining NATO. Because Turkey is adverse against Babylon with what is it, the BRICS, I believe it is. The T in BRICS is Turkey, I believe. And Turkey is pretty clicked up with Russia and China, Moab, and this other tribe of Edom. These Russians, those Russians are a different type of Edomite, clearly. And they say it's a saying amongst these Edomites that I think it was, what is it, NATO? I think NATO is was created through the scriptures. We know it's that too, but that's how you know these prophecies are real. In Salakia, I didn't mean the T in NATO for Turkey. I was thinking about the BRICS, because I believe Turkey either signed up to join the BRICS, or they are already a part of the BRICS. Okay, Salakia, I didn't mean to say that the T is for Turkey. All right. But NATO stands for the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and NATO was set up to keep the Germans down, the Temanites down, Babylon propped up, and Russia out of the picture. And that's a part of prophecy right there, man. Okay, and it's been doing a good job at it, because you see what's going on now is that Esau is starting to use his left hand more and more, and is being let's get some scriptures on that. He can't hide himself like he used to. You see, Esau likes to do things in darkness to where nobody can see him. This is Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. He shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. So Esau, these Edomites, their blessing is starting to be shown. Their deceit is starting to go away. We're starting to see these, through the spirit, we always knew these devils weren't right, man. Okay. Now the whole world is starting to see that these devils ain't right. Because you see this, the planet Earth has been following after these Edomites for who knows how long, man. Probably the past couple hundred years, couple hundred centuries, the world has been following after these Edomites. And now the world is slowly but surely adverse to these Edomites. And best believe these other heathens will turn on these Russians as well, because they're Edomites, okay? And all this destruction that's coming is just gonna lead up to this final world's war, this final battle, all right, Armageddon, which means a valley of troops. Because you see these small hats, these small hats are gonna do something. They're gonna do something that's gonna cause the whole world to react very violently to it, and they're gonna go down to our land just to get slaughtered. All right. So this is Joel chapter 3, verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Scroll down a little bit more. Verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords. And this is a cut to you small hats as well, and the rest of you Edomites, you heathens. All right, because once the nation of Israel, all right, the northern and the southern kingdom are back in their land, it won't be no more war. This is a cut. This proves that you're the Edomites and we're the Israelites. This is verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So all these heathens are going to be judged, and they're all found guilty. There's nobody that's going to be found not guilty but the elect. That's the only people that will be not found not guilty. Everybody else will be found guilty, man. Every single person but the elect, the 1/3. All right, and the 144,000 makes up that 1/3. So let's get this real quick. This is Micah 4, chapter 4, and verse 1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of Yahweh shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow into it. And many nations shall come and say, Come, let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, in the house of God of Jacob, all right, the Most High of Jacob, and who will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths, for the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem. So the Israelites will teach these heathens how to live once we're in our land. And he shall judge among many people, and rebuke strong nations afar off, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, and mainly, okay, not mainly, but a part of that is you Edomites being done away with, because you Edomites, all you know is to shed blood, because you're wicked. You can't stop yourself from being wicked, because it's literally your spirit. Okay, that's how the Most High made you so-called white people, to be the wicked. Neither shall they learn war anymore. And you Edomites' power, that blessing you was given was a sword. All right, so that's why you Edomites. That's just a factor of why you Edomites won't be around in the kingdom of heaven. All right, for long, because when you're there, okay, you're gonna be hardcore slavery. This is Genesis 27:40. And by thy sword shalt thou live. All right, I'm just stop right there. So Esau was blessed with the sword through Isaac. All right, just like Jacob was blessed with the dominion, the righteous dominion, and Esau was blessed with the wicked dominion, which will be temporary, and that righteous dominion will be eternal. Let's get Isaiah chapter 2. Isaiah chapter 2, and actually Ezekiel 37. And Ezekiel chapter 37 and um verse 24. And David my servant shall be king over them, and they all shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them. All right, so that's the second covenant. So when the Israelites going back into their land is synonymous with us giving the second covenant. Okay, verse 25. And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers had dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, and even they and their children's children forever, and my servant David shall be their prince forever. So King David will be established when the Israelites go back into our land. And that's also no more war, and slaves, all right, and spiritual power. You see, when you go into these scriptures, you and the spirit is dealing with you, you'll clearly understand that Christianity and all these other religions made by these heathens, okay, is just total shit. That's all it is, man. Verse 28. And the heathen shall know that I, Yahweh, do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. You got all these nations getting jacked up right now, okay? And that's just further proof that those small hats over there aren't the people. And the small hats use Babylon the Great as their attack dog, man. All right, because best believe, well, it's already in it's a fact that these small hats bought America, man. The small hats bought America. What was it, 1930s, I believe, around there. The small hats bought America. What was it, the Rothschilds or whatever? One of these bankers, man, which was a small hat. These small hats control Babylon, man. So these small hats were the reason why that, through the spirit, we believe that these small hats through Babylon caused that earthquake in Syria and Turkey, man. And that's Gomer over there. Let's get I think it's Second Ezra's 15, 16. Try 16. Yep. This is Second Ezra chapter 16. Woe be unto thee, Babylon, and Asia. So Asia is from our land, Israel, all the way to Russia. That's all of Asia. Okay. So what just happened in Asia, man? Earthquake. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. Okay, and they were bewailing their children being sorry as that earthquake was jacking them up, man. You see, we don't we do care about you heathens getting jacked up, because that's the judgment of the Most High. We want you heathens to feel pain, because you're heathens. Starting with you Edomites. You see, all you heathens and your loser lives and your vain opinions will be trodden down. There's not going to be no mercy to you heathens. You're all going to die and be slaves. That's all you heathens got coming for you is death and slavery. Just like what happened to Israel, man. What happened to Israel? What was it? We experienced death and slavery. All right. And all that death and slavery we got will be given to heathens double. This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and 7. And Yahweh, thy God, the Most High, okay, will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So all those curses in Deuteronomy chapter 28, 15 verse on down will happen to you heathens. And all you heathens are enemies, starting with you Edomites. And the Israelites are indeed under those curses, man. Let's get uh Daniel, I think Daniel 11 and 9. Oh, no, Daniel 9 and 11. Yeah, Daniel 9 and 11. Yeah, all Israel have transgressed thy law. Okay? So Israel, all of Israel has the curses, man. Verse 12. And he had confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bring upon us a great evil, for under the whole heaven have not been done as hath been done upon Jerusalem. So all these evil that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans and the speckled bird have experienced will happen to heathens, and the Israelites are still under these curses today. So that's how you know who are the Israelites. See, the Israelites aren't supposed to be no bankers, all right? Be in their own land, have leprosy, so on and so forth, man. All right. This is Revelations 22 and 3, and there shall be no more curse, but the throne of the Most High and the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him. So, tall tale signs about what's coming to this planet, because these curses, we starting to see these curses come to effect. This inflation, right? That thick clay, all right. This these plagues, these pestilences, these natural disasters. All this happened to Israel, man. And now it's going to come to you heathens. It's going to come to you heathens. And 2/3 of our people will get it too. But guess what? The only people that's going to have some safe and comfort, true safety and comfort, is the elect. You will have these kings and these priests. These kings and princes of these heathens that escape this Jacob's trouble, because they're being preserved to be the first fruits of slavery. Let's get this is Isaiah 24, 24th chapter, and 21. And it shall come to pass in that day, all right, and it's talking about after this thermonuclear warfare, that Yahweh shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. So all you small hats, you Moabites, Ishmael, that have these bunkers, wherever these bunkers are in the sky, under the ocean, in the mountain, whatever, you're gonna be dragged up out of there, man, and you're gonna be casted into a pit, okay, and you're gonna be put to work. You Edomites gonna have it the worst. I'm gonna end this off right there. Lord's will. This was edifying. Shalom.